Hi, Natalia. Good morning, everybody. It's Brittany at Big Cat Rescue in Tampa, Florida. Little drive-by of Natalia and Miss Armani real quick. And I head over and see the cougar cubs in Funcation. I promised you guys I would do that. Hey, Michael. Hi, Sonia. Hi, Christina and Casey. Good morning, everybody. Hi, Sean. Miss Manny. Morning, Kathy. Hello, Julia. Oh, and I hear Beecher yelling at us too. Good morning, Lee. So we'll get a little drive-by of, hey Adam, good morning, of Natalia and Armani. We'll see Manny as we walk by. We'll go spend some time with the cubs. Another busy, busy day today. Good morning, Ashley. Here's Manny. Mr. Man. Hi, Kathleen. Nope, we were not interesting enough. Hi. Hey, Cindy. Just hopping over to say hi to Manny real quick, but we're gonna go over and see Aries, Orion, and Artemis before breakfast time. Our enrichment committee did a handout last night. I didn't attend. It was supposed to be a super secret, but you can see that obviously the cubs got something fun. So we will all have to wait on Afton's video to find out what the heck they did. Still smells like all kinds of perfumes and herbs out here. Alright, where's everyone hiding? I'm coming over to you in a second, Beach. Yeah. Oh, there's one. What you doing back there? So the three cougar siblings, Aries, Orion, and Artemis, are on Funcation. If you're new to us, Funcation is this very large enclosure, 22,000 square feet. They get to be out here for 2 weeks at a time. Hi, big boy. And come say hi to everybody. I know, I don't have food. I hear you purring. This is Aries. Where is brother and sister? I bet you're the one that destroyed that thing, huh? Whatever it was. You saying hi to Beecher? Yeah, they've been having a blast. You guys really had fun. There's like pieces of that enrichment all the way down here. Can't wait to see what it was. So where are the other two? Let's walk kind of around the back. Oh, I see probably Orion up on top of that den over there. Where's sister? Show you guys Orion is up on top of that den. See a big brown area there. Yes, Abby, they have been really enjoying it. Artemis, of course, is the one being the most elusive and shy, and she kind of prefers the very, very back bubble, which we'll see if she's back there right now. But the boys are all over the place. Yep, there she is. She's back here on a Yeah, the one we were just following and walking with was Aries. Orion's kind of far away. I don't know if this is a better view. You can see his tail and like a brown area on top of that den right in the center there. That's where Orion is. And Artemis is back here. It's been a little bit tougher to separate them for feeding, but we separate Artemis back here, and then the boys use the two big front lockouts. Hi, little lady. Back here with all the noisy birds. Hi. Hi, pretty girl. It's a very good purr. Abby, we miss you too. I hope everything works out and you'll be back here soon for your level 5. So this is Artemis. These 3 cougar siblings have lived here their entire lives. They're 13. If you guys are just joining, we just had a little drive-by action with Natalia and Armani and Manny. And we practically walked all of Funcation with Aries. Promised you guys I'd check in with them. They went on vacation exactly a week ago. So their home enclosure is getting nice and cleaned up. Now you can kind of see 2 of them in the screen. But you can learn their whole story if you go to bigcatrescue.org/catbio. Long story short though, their mother was killed by a hunter. And he did at least notice it was a lactating female, and she's standing up. Went and found the cubs. Unfortunately, the state that they're from didn't have a rehab and release. It's not legal to do that. But lucky for them, they ended up at a sanctuary, not like a zoo where they were going to be bred or separated. You blend in very well with those. These guys will most likely live together forever at this point. Generally in the wild, they'd only live together for maybe a couple of years before they'd all split up and go find their own mates and their own territories. Obviously it's a little bit different for them now, but we always monitor them very closely. So as long as they want to be together, they'll be together forever here. You know, we noticed with like Keisha and Zeus when we put them back together, worked for a short period of time, but as they get older and they have different ailments, they might start getting really aggressive with each other. So our hopes is they're gonna live together forever. All right, sweet girl. Well, I did say that we would go say hi to Beecher, so let's go over to him. Yes, if we ever have cats that live together here at Big Cat Rescue, they are fixed. We do not believe in breeding for life in prison. If you breed a cat in a cage, it can't go free. There's a lot of good information on why cats can't be set free, even if they were born in the wild. You can learn all that at bigcatrescue.org/go-free. One more shot at Orion. He's got such a big fluffy tail. Say hi to Beecher and Hutch, because that's Hutch that's actually calling now. Hi, Hutch. Hi, cute boy. Let's see the chatty corner. Go see that chatty corner. Hi, Hutchie. Cute boy. So this is Hutch. Hutch is an African serval. Ooh, getting caught on the gate. Hold on. Here we go. Cute boy.
Ooh, the stabilizer's acting crazy. Are you ready for breakfast?
Yeah, Ginger and Hutch go through flirty phases. Haven't seen it since the last time I showed you guys though.
Oh, there's that beach boy. And Cyrus, of course. Hi, Beach. What you doing, sir? I know. Beecher having his morning grass.
So Beecher is actually a Savannah cat. So you notice he looks sort of similar to what Hutch looks like, but not quite. And a Savannah cat, if you guys aren't familiar, is where they take an African serval and try to breed them to a domestic house cat. The idea behind it is to have an exotic looking cat like a serval, but a domestic attitude, and it almost always happens the opposite. Beecher's story is very, very interesting if you read his bio page. Yeah, Adam, Beecher probably eats the most grass out of any of the cats, and I never find like little throw up piles for him, so he just eats it.
Hi, this is Cyrus. Cyrus Caracol, are you being quiet? That's weird. It's a little weird.
So Hutch is behind me and he's just ripping grass out of the ground over there.
We just planted that. Leave it alone.
We just planted that. So that's still Hutch over there and Cyrus here. Beecher already wandered away.
Hi.
Yeah, Cyrus is getting extra food. When we weighed him, we just didn't think he was, I mean, he looks perfect and his agility's great, but we just didn't think he weighed quite enough, so he's getting extra snacks, extra food.
Thank you, boy.
So Cyrus was actually housed in a basement for the pet industry, breeding caracals as pets or hybrids. Thankfully now he is out in a more natural environment, but the damage was done. He was sadly declawed. So he's already, even at his younger age, occasionally you see him have a little bit of a hiccup in his walk, like he's got a little bit of a limp.
All right, you drew me back in. You're just such a cute boy. Headbutt the camera, silly.
Thank you to everybody who's helping answer questions and everything for me. I generally just watching the cat. And I'm so sorry I missed who donated. Thank you very, very much for the donation. Really, it's people like you that help us do what we do. We couldn't do it without you.
That looks very cozy. That looks more cozy. You were supposed to stay there. You're such a cutie.
I'm seeing, do we ever allow the cats to hunt live prey? No. Only our rehab bobcats. We do rehab and release native Florida bobcats, but we do not do that for the rest of the cats because a lot of them don't have that actual instinct because they've been hand raised by people. So the hunting skills are a little lax, and sometimes even if they can hunt, a lot of times they just do it for sport and they'll catch it and kill it but won't eat it, and that's a huge waste of life. So we don't do that. They get room service where their food is prepared for them each day. It takes several hours for us to food prep here. And then they get fed between 8 and 9 every morning, which is why the cats are so active right now. And nope, we are a completely non-touch facility. He's rubbing like that, sure, but that doesn't mean he actually wants me to pet him. Cats rub their face and their feet as scent marking. So it's more of a territorial thing. The risk would never be worth the reward. These cats, not all of them have nails, but all of them have teeth, especially those big, big canines. And if they were to accidentally hurt us in some way, we could be forced to put them down, and that would never be worth it. So really, he's just telling me, this is my side of the fence, and out there is yours. So helps with grooming, to be totally honest with you. Cats that have been declawed, and the older they get, they really can't groom as well. So when they rub against the fence like that, I don't know if you can see the piles of hair coming off of him, but that's actually very helpful for him to shed. It's getting hot here again in the 80s, pretty much every day again.
Get that grass.
Oh my. Yeah, and everybody thinks these cats will be so soft, but these cats are made to withstand the elements. So they're not nearly as soft as you would think. Usually the belly fur is probably the softest, and if you've got domestic cats at home, you know that that's kind of the no-touch danger zone anyway, so you shouldn't be petting their belly. You're gonna get a bite. Thank you, Anna, and I'm sorry again, I just missed the last donation. Pat, thank you, Pat, for your donation. Really appreciate it. Let's see if Cyrus wants to give us a trill yet. Otherwise, we will head up the road here. I keep seeing.
Hi. Thank you, boy. No trail today?
Keep seeing people bring up Smalls and Andi and Breezy. I did show Perfection yesterday. If you guys missed the live yesterday, that's always one that everybody's hollering at me about, and she actually gave us some great views yesterday.
No, just gonna be quiet today.
Thank you, Cynthia, for your donation. He is. He's withholding the trill today. That's okay. I have many days where I just don't feel like talking. But I gotta do it anyway.
All right, cute boy. We're gonna head up the road. All right, Hutch. Most handsome. So handsome. We'll see you later. Okay? I know. We'll see you later. You chasing? You chasing?
Now you can see both boys are down and waiting on breakfast. If you guys are just joining, we have seen quite a few cats already. We kind of had a quick little drive-by with Natalia and Armani and Manny. We saw all 3 cougar cubs. By cubs, I mean that they're 13. We just saw Hutch and Beecher and Cyrus. And we'll have a little drive-by of our Servals here too. There's Kricket.
Miss Cricks.
Hi! Kricket is also an African Serval. We also have Sheena. Sheena is an African Serval as well.
Hi, lady.
Yeah, good morning. You're always very, very good at your good morning Serval hello. And, oh, there's Ginger. And the reason we have so many Servals is because for some reason it's 2019 and people still think that they can pluck something from the wild and domesticate it and raise it in their house. And Servals are one of the most skilled hunters, very active, very fierce. I mean, they're from Africa. They live alongside hyenas and lions and leopards, and they've got to be really tough. Here's Zimba.
Hi, Zim Zim.
And so unfortunately people get them as cute, adorable little kittens and then quickly realize this cat is insane. It climbs everything, it destroys everything, it pees on everything, it attacks my friends and family. So then they try to declaw them, which is terrible, and then they become even more biters. Here's Zucari, another serval. And then they wind up needing rescued.
Hi. So fierce.
Yeah, I see that a lot, Mirza. There's a lot of servals that you see on the news where they're like, I saw this wandering through my neighborhood. It's because somebody has it as a pet and it has now escaped, and it could definitely take down a small child. So it's pretty scary. Okay, so I'm gonna try to appease everybody who was throwing out names. The three I saw was Andi, Breezy, and Smalls. So here's Miss Nala.
Hi, Nala. Yeah. That's the typical face I get from Nala. Sweet little Nala bean. I love you so much, and you just don't like me.
She loves her tail, though.
You get very excited and play with your tail and your feet.
Yeah, Adam, sometimes the kitten cabana camera, we can spin it around and you can see Breezy or Perfection occasionally. You can also see Max and Marianne on that camera.
Are you done with us? Okay. I believe ya.
I believe ya. Yeah, she just does not know how to handle her own tail. It's probably the cutest thing in the whole world. We're passing Culona and Dryden, which I think they're both up at the other end of their enclosures. Hi Bella, congratulations on your accomplishment. Facing fears is never easy, but always rewarding. Hey Sarah C. Sarah B's on property. I was blown away. We, at one point in time, we had 4 different Sarahs, and they all had to go by Sarah B and Sarah C and Sarah D, and there was a Sarah E. So now we just have Sarah C. But B is here today, which is awesome. Breezy. Oh, well, okay, see Andi.
Hi, Miss Andi. We say hi. Just a quick hello. Hi, sweet girl. This is Andi Bob. She's going to be one of our birthday girls this month. We have 3 very old Bobcats. Andi, Breezy, and Tiger Lily. Yeah. I know, I didn't bring anything good.
So darn cute, but very elusive.
Where are you going? Where are you going, sweet pie? It's so cute.
I know. So she's wandering over because she thinks I have food and I don't, so I'm gonna go.
That way the next person you see is definitely gonna have food.
So let's see where Breezy is.
Breezy Bob. Breezy Bob. Hi, pumpkin. This is Breezy. Breezy is actually our next birthday girl on the 14th. Hi. I know. You guys always run at me because you think the stabilizer has food. I've asked somebody to invent a stabilizer that dispenses food.
My favorite view though is that silly little bobcat tail. Like, seriously, the cutest thing in the world. Alright, well there was Andi and Breezy. It's usually about the extent of what we get from them unless we sit and are really, really patient for a long time and have treats or have enrichment. Same thing with Running Bear. He's probably going to be testy.
Hi. Yes, are you already boofing at me? It's okay. It's alright, sir. This is Running Bear. And I'm out. Oh, Bear.
One of these afternoons I'm going to try to come out and give him some enrichment. He literally went, okay, I was like, he's literally hiding on purpose. Specifically to bring him out some enrichment and just patiently wait and try to get video of it, because he is just one of the cutest cats when it comes to paper enrichment. When he lived with Little White Dove, they were always my favorite enrichment cats. They love everything you give them. Sickles, paper enrichment, just absolutely everything.
All right, Bear, I'll take the hint. I have respect for that.
Whew, I'm being blinded by the sun. I apologize if I've been blinding you guys. All right, I think our finale will be Smalls. Pretty sure I'm 100% forgiven, but not everyone is.
Hi, little lady.
And certainly when it comes to her going in her feeding lockout.
Hi. Hi, Pumpkin. No, I don't want that. This is Smalls Bobcat. I don't want to do that. She hears the feeding cart. Knows the drill.
The feeders have been needing to leave the food for a longer period of time, and then she'll come over and eat it, but she won't really go in lockout to eat while other people are around.
Hi. I don't want that. I know.
The good news about Smalls, she loves to point her butt at me the same way Cyrus does, but she doesn't spray me, which is awesome. There's several other cats that will.
Up on her platform.
So the feeders are starting to come out. That is Center Route over there. Center Route is from Apollo all the way down to the Leopards. Pretty much the route we just walked. You guys can see her tree stump. So we just cut all the dangerous tall part off of it. But there's like still huge chunks of it laying around, like the piece over there and the piece right here by her ball. Yeah, I think the first time I told her she had the cutest tail in the whole world, it went to her head. That's all she shows me now. Yeah, I've been told by a lot of people it's an affectionate thing, so
I'll take it. I'll take it.
Chaos has been doing fine with me on the keeper tour. It's just, you know, not everyone has like tried to work with her multiple times before trying to do it on a keeper tour. So if they haven't built up that little bit of trust, then they don't always have success at it.
Where are we going? What are you doing?
Yes, I'm so thankful she fires blanks. It's been about 2.5 years that Smalls and I have had like a really, really good relationship, and we've been an operant team. And she's always done that and literally never actually sprayed me, so. Ginger, has Smalls forgiven Catherine? I don't know. Unfortunately, when you're operations manager, and this is Catherine saying it to me, you kind of have to accept that most of the cats aren't going to always like you because you are typically the one trapping them and having to be the bad guy. So, but it was huge progress that she took that plate of food from Catherine on Sunday for her birthday treats, so. Yeah, she's extremely active, but so are all of the young Bobcats. She's just got a more friendly personality. Same thing with Nabisco. But they're extremely destructive, obviously. I mean, that used to be a fully intact tree. Yeah, Adam, so Moses and Bailey like tag teamed me because I was out trying to get photos. I never get photos of them. They're so shy and elusive. So I try to go out before feeding when they are the most active. And I was trying to get a picture of Moses, and Bailey walked right up to me and was being sweet, which she never does. And that's when she turned around and sprayed me. So he distracted me. She tricked me into thinking she was being sweet, and then she got me. Mrs. Claus has also gotten me, and so has Pharaoh. Is Bill Ernie still around? Well, I don't see one regularly like I used to.
Where'd you go? There he is.
Oh, she sees a vulture.
Nope, and a feeding cart.
She's like, well, the feeding cart's a guarantee. The bird is not. Yeah, Mirza, I've told Jamie, I'm like, did you tell your cats to purposely pee on me? Because only Jamie's cats have peed on me. And tigers have tried, but luckily you see the signs a little bit quicker with them. Yay, it's almost breakfast time. Well, I do want to thank the 5 people that donated and everybody who was helping me answer questions. I know we had some newcomers here, which is awesome. If anything got missed, I'll reach out to you in the comments. And if anything else interesting goes on today, I know today is just a big project day. We're not moving any cats, no medical things or anything, but a big project day. I think we're also going to be constructing the second pool for the upcoming Guatemala tigers. We have one constructed, but still need to do the plumbing. And lots to do there. Over the weekend, there's going to be a lot of rehab bobcat projects going on. They're going to move Alpha inside just so that they can go out and do a full overhaul on the rehab cages. So thank you guys so much for joining. I appreciate all of you very, very much. And I hope you all have a great day.